Hello, I want to tell you a bit about Microsoft Edge's page context feature. So first, you need to install Microsoft Edge, obviously, and you're probably aware of the new boom for generative AI. Uh, you, with this feature, you can get Bing Chat to read your local PDF files. So as you can see, I just right mouse clicked my file, I'm opening it in Microsoft Edge. It opens up. Uh, One thing you want to make sure you have done is click those three dots, go to settings, go to sidebar, Bing chat, and then this section here where it says allow access to any web page or PDF. You want to make sure that's selected. I had trouble getting this feature enabled, so for me, the first time I enabled it, I actually closed my browser and opened it. Uh, so that might be a reason why you have some problems. I'm going to show you some things that I found to get it working more consistently. I will say that with this feature being new, it doesn't work all the time, but let me show you what I found so far. Okay, so now that you have that enabled, you want to click this button in the corner. It's going to open up the sidebar. What I found is that you really need to use a specific keyword to get it to actually read the file. The keyword I've come across is to say this document. So this is the only feature that I could find Bing Chat did consistently. So I say, please tell me about this document. Okay, what you want to make sure you get is this searching your page for information, because this lets you know that it's not browsing the web, it's actually reading the contents of the document. And this output can be actually many responses long, but this is actually good. The reason why it's good, I'll show you after it completes the output. It will put some citations here. So this is the reason why I use this particular prompt, is that it actually gives you citations for the particular document in question, and then it will continue even. So let's just take, for instance, I'm only going to continue this one time. You can see it's part 2 of 6. Uh, I don't know how actually to get it to go to a particular page with consistency, so I'm going to omit that from this particular video, but I'm just kind of showing you what I've found so far. It kind of limits the utility if you're not able to reproduce every time, I guess, consistent output, consistent results, but I found this particular prompt does produce consistent results. Okay, just making a second demonstration of that. So, I mean, you can see some of the information that's found here, and I can go to the particular page. And this also lets you know that, yes, it is actually finding information in this document, that this document is on my local hard drive. Uh, that the pages, so I don't know which one I clicked there. Let's see, page 24, line 3. Okay, so it's not exactly line 3, but it is page 24. So it is finding the pages in line with, I guess the way the PDF identifies the pages. And this can be different. If you notice here, we've got page 14 within the PDF, which is different than page 24. So Bing Chat does go according to what's in the PDF, which makes sense. Uh, what else? Uh, some of the issues I found is if I have Microsoft Edge open up on many different computers. So myself, I have a laptop and I have a work computer, and I have Edge on all of those. And if I leave some of those browser windows open, I've noticed sometimes there's inconsistent behavior. Uh, Also, it treats different documents differently. So this behavior that I have for this particular PDF document, I may not be able to get it to reproduce in another document. So I'll show you a document from me where I'm having trouble getting it to work. So I'm a network engineer by trade, and I'm doing some studying, say, for the CCNP certification. So if I go to open that with Microsoft Edge, uh, so to change my context, what I usually do, I don't continue with any of the questions or prompts that I use for a previous document. I always will clear this out with the reload button. And then say here, now I'm expecting this actually to fail. If I say please tell me about this document. And it'll search the page, which is good, but then I'm expecting, yeah, so here it's going to do a web search. It actually is going to find information and populate it from the web search, not necessarily, it knows the metadata, it knows the name of the file. So it does know something about the file, but it's not doing a good job of actually reading the text in the file and, giving me some citations about that. So it does give me some citations, but these are all web-based. So just to show you that it doesn't always work, it's not perfect. And then I just wanted to interject, even though there are some PDF files you can't get Bing GPT to read based on a prompt, you can direct its attention with the cursor. Just highlight whatever text you want it to read. It'll populate in this box here. You can send it to the model and then ask it to give you more information. So there are ways to get around it. I don't know. I think maybe this is, to me, it's not quite as impressive, but there are ways to get it to interact with PDF files that maybe have less functionality, we'll say. It's always work. It's not perfect. And then I have a document that where it has been working consistently. I'm not exactly sure why. It works smoothly for some file types and not for others. But for this one, I've had some success with. So NSXT reference guide. If I refresh here and I say, please tell me about the document. And so again, the key phrase here, you have to say something about the document. This seems to be a keyword for Bing GPT to know to search within your browser. I've tried to say things like page. If you use the word page, it thinks you're talking about a web page and will try to do a web search, at least in my experience. The only phrasing that I can really get it to focus on what's in the Edge browser is to say the document. Whatever you tell it to search for or to find, say the document, the document, the document. And that's what I found to be consistent. And again, it doesn't work the same for every PDF file. One other thing I'll show, I'll let this complete because after it completes, yep. So it puts in these citations for a particular page to let you know that yes, it actually is reading the contents of the PDF. Let's go back. You might have known about this feature from other videos. I'm not the only one to have done this, but if you're here, I might as well show you some things I think that are worthwhile. So if I take a screenshot of this particular bot, right, so I already have the screenshot and I'll save it. I actually took the screenshot on a previous run of this video. Upload it. Okay, tell me what this is an image of. Okay, and it'll tell you, give you some description about what's in the image. So multimodality, I think this has been known that OpenAI's GPT-4 can do it. I didn't know that this sidebar was able to have images uploaded until recently, so I just wanted to share that. Image of a character. Okay, so this is spot on. It has some things wrong here because it says the character is a robot named Zero. This is actually not Zero. This is a character named Hunter. Okay, so it's close but not perfect. I wanted to make this short and sweet, so I'm going to stop here. Again, it doesn't always work, but the prompt that I found that does work is please tell me about the document. If you guys find other tips and tricks, I would appreciate it if you leave your prompt secrets or learnings in the comment section. Thanks.